When you hear the word robot, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? What's up, everyone, and welcome to the Fervent 4. Did you know that only 4% of businesses ever cross the annual $1 million revenue mark? Hello, I'm Zack Miller, author of Anomaly. With me today, my co-host Tim Ryan, lead man at StartWheel.org. Thank you so much for joining us. The Fervent 4 is a weekly show each and every Thursday at 11 a.m. dedicated to sharing insights into growing a world-class business, no matter the climate. A K Shultz is the CEO of the hottest startup in the 757. When you hear that, is like, what do you? I didn't say that. Tim said that, and I'm agreeing with it. When you hear it, what do you think?
I guess I'm shocked, but I guess given as interesting as the journey it's been, I'm glad to hear that you guys think that. So how about that?
I'm going to second it now and say that it's true.
Yeah, but you guys work hard, and I mean, I'm a big believer in the saying that the harder you work, the luckier you get, and you guys are putting in the work. You're doing the reps.
Yeah, and what I'd also say is we work really hard on getting great talent. Like, that is, for me, number one. You get the right talent on the bus, everything else falls in place.
How did you guys originally meet? Because I met you,
right,
AK, through Tim.
Yep.
At another one of the hottest growing companies in the area, the Dirty Buffalo, like 5 years ago, it seems like. How did you guys meet?
Yeah, so we were up, up in Williamsburg, and we signed a lease with a Launchpad, which was the Williamsburg incubator, and Tim was the managing director up there. And Tim, frankly, we owe a ton of our success to Tim. He's the one that got us plugged into the local venture scene, got us plugged into the local accelerator. And that opened all sorts of other doors. And eventually those roads led us to New Richmond Ventures, which led us into our first major VC-based investment out of Chattanooga. So, like, it actually did exactly what it's supposed to do, right? So it took what was a good business, a couple of good founders, but put all the pieces in place, knocked down all the barriers. And without it, will we have succeeded? Yeah, there's a good chance, but it just changed the friction level, of our journey, right? So we probably gained a year. Because
it was, you look back at those times.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in the Launchpad, I mean, part of it, I look back and smile. And then there's other times I look back at how much all of us have grown since then. And
right.
It's like, boy, what in the world, what were we doing? Now, but that said, I think that anybody, if you look back at yourself a couple of years ago, and if you're not a little bit embarrassed, then you haven't grown and you haven't been challenging yourself enough.
So, funny thing, like Mike was just telling the story the other day to the rest of the team. And he said, one day AK comes in, like, we're in the first 3 months, and I said to Mike, hey man, we actually need to build a cap table so that we can, like, lay out what the entire waterfall structure is, how much ownership everyone has in preparation for a funding round. And Mike's like, okay, I get it, totally get it. I'm like, yeah, I totally figured this out by watching the TV show Silicon Valley. And he's like, oh man, that's not good. And so, I mean, you get the info from wherever you can.
The HBO show Silicon Valley.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The thing is that show's great, and unless you're in the scene that we're in, you don't get a lot of the humor that's in there. But man, that is such a fun.
Was there a cap table accurate? I mean,
was that
just all the silly reference? Yeah.
I'm sorry, say again.
I mean, they raised a lot of money. It seemed like Piper had always been able to raise money, so there must have been something good on there.
One of our investors, who led our seed round, is Cowboy Ventures, and Aileen Lee, who's the managing partner. She actually is one of the key advisors, or was one of the key advisors for that show.
Interesting.
Yeah. She's actually the person who coined the term unicorn.
Wow.
When she was at Kleiner.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I remember. I remember going back looking or at the launch pad when those guys were first coming in. Looking under the hood, and we had some. We can look back and smile now, but we had some sitting in the conference room trying to hash everything out and get everything right. And
what is it, like 2016 timeframe now? Like what?
No, it's about
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Almost to the month.
Wow.
Just a little over 3.
Are you stuck at your home office, socially distanced coffee shop, or your fancy, all bricked out corner office, wondering why no one can see your business and sales are all over the place? Sounds like you need a pro. That's why I developed the Anomaly Academy. Insert clever copy here. Oh, I guess I was supposed to put something else there. Oops. You can grab access to the Anomaly Academy now at ZachMillerSays.com/Anomaly Academy.